It's in the game.
PlayStation.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another Big 12 foe, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bruins will kick it away first. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bruins offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Dropping back, it's Fox. Finds his man, it's Y'all.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he
picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. He's at the touchdown, Wildcats. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the jets, making the big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and more.
There he goes. Good pick out there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in. And as a quarterback, that's what you want to do on these deep go route type throws. You want to put a lot of air under it so your guy can turn around, locate it, and then make the catch.
Yeah, and that's so hard to stop. I mean, I'm running full speed down the field with a guy that's this.
Touchdown, Bruins! A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. To the air, it's Mahan. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pip. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, UCLA. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And the Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Firing to the right, complete. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. To the air, it's Mahan. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kansas State will have to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. To the air, it's Mahan. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He leaves it with his back. He breaks a tackle and runs through another one.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Houston. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught over the middle. It's Huffman. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw, it's Fox. Quarterback now breaking the field. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Looking for more room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. To the air on first down. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. And he's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
Wants to throw. It's Fox. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Takes the handoff. It's Green. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At the 20, he's got space. Oh, there's an alley to the left. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wildcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner goes down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Fox. Fires to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep and breaks into the open. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 40. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. Into the second. He smashes his way through again. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Back to pass, it's Mahad. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. The Wildcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. They'll try to pound their way in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. Are forced to settle for 3.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for space, it's Burks. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick toss. Slithers into space. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Bruins will go for it here on 4th down.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Let's go! The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Fox. They're working that left side.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Gives it on the option. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Got it, looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a touchdown Bruins! And they take it in for them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Try and play action. Pulls it in. It's Coates. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Makes one man miss. Got the first down. Looking for more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mahad. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get them to lock.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Just complete and utter dominance. And this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.